After we had sex, because he is a comedian, you know, whatever, he fucking high-fived me. Oh my God. And I was like, did you just high-five me? And he was like, hold on, I'm going to go get us some water. So he like ran out and got us water and came back in. And I was like, you just high-fived me. And he goes, I thought it was a very good team effort we had going on there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stand up, girl.
Not break the microphone.
Hey, what's up? I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree.
And we're just a couple of Vegas girls.
Living the not so Vegas life.
Yeah, but we're not regular Vegas girls.
We're cool Vegas girls. Kinda.
And this is the Keeping It Casual podcast,
where we talk about everything and nothing all at once. Let's do it.
I like when you saying it out.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I love that stupid movie.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I've missed you so much.
Okay, so we did a new photo shoot. So you guys get this episode. We are launching our new photos. You get our new logo.
Our new logo, because last year, this time, our girl Bree has been working out, working on the nutrition, working on everything. We've all been working on ourselves, but Bree has made a complete. She's always been the most amazing babe.
Aww.
Personality hasn't changed an inch because she's just
bitter bitch.
Dopest. But yeah, I mean, please tell us you had this incredible just give us a little taste. I mean, major transformation for you.
Yeah. We talked about it.
100
pounds.
Lost
100 pounds.
Sheesh.
You know, so we have a new episode photo. We did a new photo shoot. Hold on, guys. I just want to talk about the ambiance of this. We are in my room on my bed.
She let me in the house.
I let her in the house.
And it wasn't scary at all.
No. No. My vanity's a little dirty, but that's because I never clean that area.
She has Florence and the Machine on the wall. She has Muse. She has Bowie. She has the Misfits. She has all the things that a perfect rocker chick would have.
And my bed is like my
leather
headboard is a leather headboard. Yeah.
I foresee a photo shoot coming here as well.
That'd be hot. Maybe
I'll hook you up.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, that would be good for especially because I'm doing the modeling for Alternative Dream Clothing Company.
Shout out to them.
Shout out. So this might be a good place to do some t-shirt and panties with the tube socks.
Tube socks, yes. Always point the toes, though. We did go through some of our photos, and we have a really insane photo that we're hanging out all over. We may post it as an episode photo because it's like my belly's just like, and Bree's got toes in the air, feet all flexed. That's a total no. It's just so great.
I had my leg high up in the air. Okay, so
first of all, shout out to TSLClick. If you guys are in Vegas and you want to do a fun photo shoot, maybe just for anything, for any reason at all, tell him Keeping It Casual podcast sent you. He will give you the homie hookup.
Yes, he will.
Just check out his website and go see Tyler for some killer photos.
When we went and saw him and he did our photos, you guys were rapping to Paul Revere, and it was fantastic.
Yes.
I really wish he would have been at our 1-year party.
He would have been there. He's my old school Big Beat Battalion partner, man.
I know.
Grammar
he would have
G.
been there, but he was he had a night with his wife and his kid got sick, and there was all kinds of things going on.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, let's back up just a second.
Let's talk about this.
I missed you like crazy because I just got back from camping for 4 days in Utah with Panguish, Utah.
Lake Panguitch?
I don't know. Yeah. It was fabulous, but I had no internet service, and I swear on the motorhome ride here, I was like, Chris, do you have service? He's like, yeah. I was like, I need to call Bree, and I talked to you. I was like, I got all bubbly. I was like, let's go. I need to get home. We have so much to talk about.
We do.
Please.
Before even that. Okay, so you had your 5 years. I think that's where we need to start. Let's go in chronological order here.
Oh, okay. 5-year anniversary. Me and Chris celebrated, and we jumped on the motorcycle and had a fabulous night. We went downtown and went to all the old spots.
Please tell me you went to Hogs and Heifers where you first met.
We did. And
yes.
God damn. I said, you are so lucky you found me in here.
Right?
The bitches was the bartenders, I saw each of them at least do 3 shots of tequila in front of me, just separately from different customers. They're chugging shots with the and I sit there and I'm like, how are these girls getting home? Chris is like, I know. We're 10 years deep into the relationship now. We're where we met 11 years ago. We're concerned for their safety. They've got megaphones. They're screaming. I was just like, ugh, this is not a bar I would hang out.
But that's fun.
But we reminisced downtown Fremont at all the bars, and
now Fremont's covered in grasshoppers.
Oh my God. Vegas is being eaten alive by grasshoppers.
You guys send help.
It's a weird thing.
Oh my God.
Only Vegas as people understand that right
oh
now.
God, are the dogs being picked up on the mic?
Yes, but whatever. We got
that's my husky barking, by the way. That's Kona.
Kona and Bowie, so
Yes.
they're welcome anytime to the show. So
No, they're not.
it's just happening. So and then after the weekend after that, we got into the 1 year. Anything happened between then and there?
Oh, did I talk about when I went to that like open mic comedy night at the bar with the strongest, cheapest drinks ever?
No, please tell me. Did you get up and do it?
No. No.
God.
I didn't get up and do it. I was just watching. I was observing.
You have till the end of the year to do this.
I was judging. I was judging the other comics harshly.
Of course.
Well, and then my friend, he saw that I was there, and he like posted it on my Instagram, mind you. He was like, judge the comics harshly, and I was like, oh, that's a little ego right there.
Other comedians.
Yeah, he was like, I want you to judge those other comedians. And then we
type.
Fucking dipshits. Dipshits are my type.
Funny boys. That's okay.
Yeah, funny boys are dangerous. 1 second you're laughing, the next second you're like bent over getting fucked. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Hold on, we'll get there later.
Chronological order. Holy shit. Okay, so you went to the open night.
Yeah, so I went to this open mic night. It's at this bar called Norwegians, and you walk in, it just smells like old Vegas cigarettes. And
Is it downtown?
no, it's off of it's over by the college, kind of.
Oh, okay.
It's off of Tropicana, and
Central.
it was fun. It was so much fun. The drinks were like top shelf drinks were $5.
Oh yeah, that's definitely college town.
Wells were $3.50. Top shelf was $5. So of course I'll go in with the top shelf.
I hope you Ubered home.
I did Uber home. The bartender was making the drink strong, and when my friend and I who were there, when we went to go leave, he was like, I don't want you girls to go.
Please don't go.
But here's the funny part. This guy comes up to me and he goes, you're the most beautiful girl in the bar. And he's this old, gross guy.
You're like, I know.
And I was like, I looked around, there was 4 other girls, and I was like, oh. Which wasn't hard to do. And then he looks at my friend and he's like, you're gorgeous too. And she was like, I'm married, and showed off her big ass ring.
Plus, you don't tell me I'm gorgeous too, secondly. Okay? Fuck you already.
She was like,
I don't care
I'm
if I'm married. You can still come up and say.
And so I asked him, I was like, oh, are you a comedian? He's like, no, I just come here to hang out. So he's poor because he's coming to the cheap ass bar to just hang out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're old, you're poor, you're not attractive.
You're not funny.
And you're not funny.
Here's the thing, ladies, though. I think sometimes when we all have, older men that are just way out of our range.
Yeah.
It's like, please,
Yes.
Grandpa, don't you the audacity. I'm not giving you my number. And
If he was
don't
rich-
talk to me.
But you know what's funny? I did not give him my number. Hold on, this is a total side note, and you can finish your rant. He was like, take down my number, and I was like, yeah, sure. So I busted out my phone and acted like I was taking his number, and as soon as he walked away, I hit delete.
Oh, why did he? That's interesting. Take down my number. It's like, no.
That's such an old man thing to do.
He just kind of pushed it out there. But what the only thing I was going to say is that we're going to be sad one day when no old men are hitting on us. So take every time some weird old guy hits on you, and you're just like, you know what? Thanks, dude.
Hopefully I'm fucking married by the time an old man doesn't want to hit on me.
I don't mind if an old man hits on me, because I'd be like, no, thank you, sir, but thank you. It's still flattering.
So you had your 5-year, I went out, and then we had our 1-year party.
Oh, man, what a fucking time. I have to say it was a special moment for me and my sister, who have been wrapping the cars. Well, I guess we've been singing the wrong song since we were 8 years old. Not singing, but I didn't know what it was called, because
I thought it was called Cars That Go Boom.
Cars with the Boom.
Oh.
Yeah, and we spelled La Trim wrong, so the lady was like, I don't have it. And my sister was so bummed, because she was so she took a tequila shot. She
was ready.
I'm only doing this for you, because she's very nervous and she doesn't like doing stuff like that. And I finally went up and spelled it right, and we did it, and she rapped with me, and we had the best time.
You guys did so good. Check out the highlights on our Instagram. Scott from It's About Damn Crime.
Whoa.
He fucking got up and did Nice and Slow by
Usher. By Usher. He assured me it's Usher, not Usher.
Did he really?
I was like, whatever. But he did. And it was so funny, because I was standing next to Chris, and when he came on, he was doing, I go, babe, look at Scott. He's doing Usher. And Chris was just playing the blackjack. $350 on the damn machine
at Dino's.
Yeah, just chilling, doing the thing. Chris was singing every word. He's like, I know this song too, babe.
Okay.
Showing me I know Usher too.
I know Usher. Yes. Scott was up there. He's like, I just want
so good. I love Brittany and Scott. Oh my God. It's about damn crime.
Yes,
Shout out. Okay.
You left a little early. So after you left.
I left like 4 hours deep.
You were. But you left earlier than I did. I kept the party going.
Bree, oh my God. And then you played you sang one of my favorite songs when I was just like drunk and stumbling around, and it started because there's a lot of good people that were singing there.
There were a lot of good people.
And I hear like, din, 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 Roxanne. I was
so
"Fuck
drunk.
yeah." And I turned around, I was like, yes, that's my girl. She would sing. I don't know. I just love your song choices. They're so not basic.
No, I don't do basic. But Scott did fucking, after you left, Scott did Juicy by Notorious B.I.G.
Respect.
I know. That's my boy.
He's a brother, man. He's a brother. And then, okay, what else?
We did Blister in the Sun.
We did. We kicked it off with Blister in the Sun.
We kicked it off with Blister in the Sun. And then...
we did Paul Revere.
Yes. By the time all the alcohol had hit, we got up and did Paul Revere. We made it work, but the video is so funny because it's just like me being your hype man with a beer in the background. But I did rap some parts.
You did a ton. I think it's like any song you know really well. By the end, you kind of fade off. You're like, well, I really don't know the rest of this.
That's kind of.
It's like most songs you like think you know, like, and then you get up there. One thing is, I told my sister, I go, whatever you do, you know, Cars with the Boom. Do not look at the lyrics.
Yeah,
it'll fuck you all up.
And I think that's what I did with Paul Revere. I was looking at the lyrics and I went, "Is that really how I sing it?"
And then you stop, and then I'm like, yeah.
I was like, Ad Rock, just do the rest of the song.
I was watching a video of me. I was like, I need to keep my hands in my pockets or something because I'm too much like, yes, y'all.
We were both throwing up our fucking hands like we're about to start a rumble.
It was the happiest time. It was so happy.
And then Sylvia and her friend Jade came.
Oh yes, Sylvia came. Oh, God.
I love Sylvia.
Love
Sylvia and Jade did Part of Your World, but then Sylvia left, and Jade and I got up there and did How Soon Is Now by the Smiths.
Yes.
Brittany, my cousin, and I did Tempted by Squeeze, and Brittany from About Damn Crime and I did Spice Girls.
Oh my God, did you guys end up doing it?
We did Wannabe.
They kept telling me like, you're gonna do it, but I was like, I skipped the whole Spice Girls generation.
It's okay. It's
like,
okay.
Death to the Spice Girls.
We got up there and nobody like I fucking had strep throat. And
yeah, you had a
night,
full week of strep throat. We had to just. Yeah.
We had
to take a week off.
I had strep throat. But that night I felt better, so I partied. And then the next day I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. Because I went too hard.
I don't think none of us could party like that. It was funny. Actually, I had my cousin from LA came in. You had your family. I love them so much.
Yes.
They all came over and swam pool party. But it was funny because this never happens to podcasters, but we met another podcaster there named Ashley from On This Day in Entertainment.
I had met her before, but I invited her out.
It was my first time meeting her, and it's funny, she was saying hello, and my cousin Ashley, also Ashley,
yes,
who works on satellites for freaking like NASA. She's a badass astronaut.
Yes, she is.
That's what we call her, the astronaut. Anyways, she turns to me, she goes, is she from the podcast On This Day in Entertainment? And I said, yeah, that's what she goes, oh my God, I listened to that, but it was so random.
She was like fangirling over it. I loved it.
It was hilarious, and they both just loved it because she's like, how random is this that I get to meet her?
I loved that. So awesome. And then
that was really cool.
Okay, we got to give shout out to Natalie though.
Oh my God.
She is the best karaoke partner ever.
She raised the roof with It's Tricky, and afterwards I went and put my arm around. I was like, girl, if I didn't know you, we'd be doing shots at the bar right now after that one. Like,
I love
respect. It was so funny. She was just like bouncing around like a cheerleader, doing the hardest rhyme. I loved it.
She did. I think you left by the time her and Mondo did You've Lost That Love and Feeling. She put they did it Top Gun style. She put her fucking aviators on and she was ready.
Mondo is Bree's cousin. He's hilarious. I love that guy.
Brittany,
so
there's Brittany, my cousin Brittany, and there's Brittany, It's About Damn Crime Brittany. So we're going to have to specify when we're talking about certain things.
I know.
So cousin Brittany only had a few beers and stayed sober so my ass could get drunk, and I was like, I drove and I was like, no, we'll be fine. I'm only gonna have a few drinks because I have a photo shoot tomorrow. One drink turned into 3 or 4.
The next day when we did do the photo shoot, I was completely brain dead.
I was hurting.
You know when you're
bad.
like, my body can go, my body can keep going, but your brain just is like, whoa.
Yes. That was me yesterday.
That's how I felt.
Before I get into this next story, I do want to say I was in one of the My Favorite Murder groups, and somebody asked for podcast recommendations. So of course I was like, Hollywood crime scene. It's about damn crime on this day entertainment. And I said, shameless plug for mine, keeping it casual. And this girl, Rachel Nicole, I'm shouting her out.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. She said, Bree is a murderino. Oh my God, love the pod, love you, but now 10 times more. Congrats on everything.
Shut up.
And I was like, thank you. And she said, I'm definitely a keeper, or whatever you prefer. Fangirling, hashtag. And I was like, so I'm shouting you out, Miss Rachel.
That's so cool. See, that's kind of like meeting somebody you just that listens to your show on the street or something. Or
I like fangirled a little bit. I was like, what? Yes.
Well, that's the My Favorite Murder group.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know.
Okay. All
I
right.
know.
She's like top quality podcast.
Hell
then.
yeah, she
okay.
does. Yeah.
Can I tell you about this funny dream I had the other night, real quick?
Yes.
Because when I was camping, of course, whenever you sleep in a different bed, you wake up, you remember your dreams, and they're very vivid and weird.
Yes.
I had fucking weird dreams, but I had a dream that you told me because we just had our 1 year that you were like, you know what? I don't want to. I think that I don't want to do the podcast anymore, and I'm moving on to something else. And I was like, but why?
This is the one joy that is in my life. So
you know what? And
you know what it is? That's a subconscious fear that I will move on from you.
It's because I love you.
I love
it's
you.
It's official.
Too.
I love you. I'm having these dreams like Bree's gonna break up with me. I think I'm just so excited, and I can feel it building and growing.
Yeah, we've got this.
And all of you that are listening, I mean, you guys have just been
blowing
us up.
You know what's funny?
Pretty cool.
So I went to a baseball game with my friend Bo. He came into town from Seattle, and he had this because he's like a marketing genius. He had this idea. He was like, why don't you and MJ get some toy companies to sponsor you, and you guys can try them out and give reviews, and then get paid for it. And I was like, all right. So Lalo, any sex toy people listening right now.
Let's loop back with Alicia and get her in for let's talk about sex part two.
Part two. Joe's International Lube, if you want to sponsor us and give us free lube, try them out, give reviews on the podcast. And I was like, damn, you smart. He listens, so now he can be flattered.
I like that. Absolutely.
So here's some news. I got bangs.
Oh, yes. But they're Bardot bangs.
They're
I love that.
Brigitte Bardot.
They're not above the brows. That's a bad bang.
Yeah, no. I got
That's
bangs.
Bad news bangs.
And I got banged.
And what?
I broke my streak from February.
You got bangs and you got banged.
I got banged.
Wow.
I broke my streak.
Let me get. Hold on.
Let's get comfortable.
I'm getting comfy.
So,
oh my gosh, I am so excited for Pole Expo.
I am too. Thank you so much to Fanya for hooking it up.
That's
we are
right.
here. We are here and ready.
We're here. We're weird. Get used to it. So we ask you to rate and review every month because we have sick hookups from our sponsors, Pole Expo and Pole Fitness Studio.
Yes. So this month we are getting
it's Pole Classic.
Pole Classic.
So Pole Expo, the 22nd through the 25th of August at the Rio. We're going to be performing live.
Yes, we will. We are doing a live episode Friday, August 23rd at 4:30. Pole Classic starts at 6:30 p.m. and we are hooking you up this month.
That's right.
So drum roll for this month's winner.
We should do like beatbox for the. Okay.
All right.
Sorry for that.
And it is Luella Chavez.
Oh!
Cool Vegas Girls, a 5-star review. Bree and MJ are really cool Vegas chicks. Listen to them talk about relationships, dating, and everything else. It's like sitting up with your best gal pals, and laughing it up. I can read.
Okay.
So congratulations, Luella. You are getting into Pole Classic for free.
And you get to bring a friend, of course. So shout out to Pole Fitness Studio, our sponsors, and Pole Expo. Send us an email, feedback, keepingitcasualpodcast.com, and we'll get you your tickets.
Yes, please do. Look forward to seeing you.
Bring your heels, girl.
Bye.
I'm like, my toes are all curled up. I'm like, tell me more.
Okay, so the guy I've had a crush on since last September, who we've been dating on and off, we finally did it.
Wow. Oh, so this isn't just some rando.
No, we finally had sex.
Wow.
We Okay, I gotta give a shout out to Jocelyn Sharp. She invited me out to her show. We're gonna get her on the show soon. She's
okay.
a funny local Vegas comedian.
Excellent.
She invited me out to her show, The Filth Factory.
Oh.
It's a midnight showing, and I was like, all right, cool.
Where's the Filth Factory? Is that what it's called?
No. That's the name of the show.
Okay.
The venue's the LA Comedy Club in the Strat.
Okay.
It's not called the Stratosphere anymore. It's called the Strat now.
Oh.
The Strat. So millennial of it.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
Whatever to make the Strat be sound better.
Strat. So he was there, and well, I knew he was going to be there because I was texting him, and I was like, "Well, what are you doing Saturday night? I'm going to be at Jocelyn's show," and he was like, "Oh, I might be down there, like hanging out."
Okay, can I just say something funny? Because after the photo shoot, after the karaoke weekend, we had this monster party weekend because we all had family in town. It went like party, karaoke party, photo shoot party. And then she's like, I think I'm going to go down to the bar and go check out, Mr. So-and-so. And then you're like, oh, I'm too tired.
Basically.
Tired.
I didn't. I didn't go.
So you finally got it. You're like, maybe let's see him next weekend.
Yeah.
And you did.
And I did. And we were there. We were hanging out. Like, as soon as he saw me, I was wearing my black jeans. I had my Selena shirt. That's the Slayer logo. I had these
love
new
that.
fucking hot heels I got from Charlotte Russe on. I was feeling
That'll do
myself.
it.
Natalie was with
Wait,
me.
side note, Charlotte Russe has risen from the dead.
Yes, Charlotte Russe is back, guys. They got $15 jeans and $15 shoes right now, and like $5 skirts. And go on down.
Okay, they're our unofficial sponsor.
Yeah.
We sponsor them.
We do.
We brought them back.
We bring you all the business.
Brought them back. Sorry, please go
So
on.
yeah, so he's like, I'm walking up. Okay, so wait, hold on. It's $20 all you can drink.
I'm like, what?
It's $20 for all you can drink. You know how when you drink, you buy 2 drinks and that's about like $20. So it was $20 all you can drink.
Drink what? Like beer?
Beer,
alcohol,
shots,
anything?
whatever. Yes.
It's like an all-inclusive Mexico vacation. That's dangerous.
But I was like, once I bought 2 drinks, I basically paid for all you can drink. So I'm just going to do the all you can drink.
Mm-hmm.
So I start drinking. And I misplaced my bladder. I hadn't seen him at this point. So I look at Natalie and I was like, I gotta pee. And she was like, okay. And so I like ran to the bathroom. Now the bathroom is not in the comedy club. You have to go out and around and come back up
through
and whatever.
the Strat.
Yeah. Well, it's upstairs, so it's fine. It's like where all the shows are and stuff. As I'm walking back up the corridor, there he is, and he turns around and he sees me, and you could like see him get all excited. We ran up and we hugged each other, and we started like making out right there in the
This
hallway.
is before you had actually seen him?
No, this is like right when I saw him.
The first time?
Yeah, as soon as I saw him, we just
love
started
it.
like we walked up to each other and just started making
Oh,
out.
it's like a movie scene. What song came on?
Take my breath away. No,
She came around the corner like his hair was blowing a little bit slowly.
it was very Top Gun. No, not really. And then like
You know when the
like,
girl-
he was like straight up talking to somebody and like it just cut off and
I
we pulled
love
away
it.
and I turned to the guy. I was like, "Hi, I'm Bree, by the way."
That's funny. You know when it's usually like the girl that's got the hair blowing
Yeah.
for him? It was like he turned
Fucking
around.
Fabio style. And like,
This is our love story, okay?
yes. We're just making it up. This is
our
the
sex
movie
story.
version of what happened. Now the real version that didn't happen, but yeah. So we're like making out, and then all of a sudden I turn to the we pull away, and I turn to the comedian who's standing right there. I was like, "Hi, I'm Bree, by the way." And he was like, "Hi."
You confident, sexy bitch.
And I was like, "Look, this shirt's like, do you like my Selena Slayer shirt?" Like I fucking just asked them that. Like I just didn't know where to go.
You're like, I'm 4 drinks deep. I'm ready.
Basically, I was. And I was like, and we were talking for a second. Then I was like, oh shit, I gotta go inside. Natalie's in there. like darted off. I was like, you can find me.
What a wing woman.
And so I went in there, and then this guy okay, so as I was walking to the bathroom, this random dude came up to me and he was like, "Oh, you have nice shoes on." Okay. And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And he was like,
I like Charlotte Russe.
he was just like a straight Southern gentleman, but he was like, "Nice shoes." He was trying to like hit on me, but by like, complimenting my shoes.
Interesting. I always wonder about.
And he was like,
that's
"Yeah, I was gonna wear
interesting.
mine, but you know, you look way better in them or something."
Okay.
And I was like, all right,
Feel
whatever.
it.
So then we come back, like I'm back in the club, and I go and I sit with Natalie, and he looks at me, and he's fucking sitting right behind me, and he goes, "Nice shoes is here," but I thought he said, "Hey bitches," and Natalie heard "Hey bitches" too. Like
He
we
said,
both,
nice shoes is here.
but we heard it. Both of us.
Shoes is here.
I don't.
Bitches.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
Y'all way too much to drink.
And I looked at
What
Natalie.
were you drinking with this all you can drink?
Oh, I did Fireball shots and Michelob Ultras.
Excellent. Yeah, you would hear that. Ew, didn't we do that at our house one night?
Yes, and it was fabulous. That's where I got the idea from. So I was like,
one of my favorites. But yeah, okay.
I looked at Natalie, and she goes, "I heard some bitches too," and I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I heard hey bitches too," and I was like, "Okay, good. It's not just me."
Maybe somebody else will hear it.
Please drink a few Michelob Ultras and take some Fireball shots and get back to me.
You know, like something
And Natalie,
just give you the
but
horns.
Natalie
You're
was
instantly like,
drinking.
what?
Natalie was drinking rum and Diet Coke, and she wasn't even that drunk, but she heard the same thing. He had a very thick accent. Anyway, so he was like trying to hit on us, and then the guy, my guy walks in, and he sees it, and I look up at him, and I was like, and he was just like, hold on, and then he saw this other guy hitting on me, and he just looked at me, and he started shaking his head no, and I was like,
he did shart and he shook his head.
did I say sharted? No, he just started shaking his head no, and I was like, I got it.
Like, oh my gosh.
Watch this man.
Was he performing that?
No, unfortunately, he wasn't performing. He was just there to support because that's the type of person he is. My ex was never like, I'm going to go to a show to support. He was like, I'm only going to shows that I'm on. So, like, this guy has fucking integrity. Like, I'm going to go hang out.
Joys and
yeah. And I think that's great to go out and support and whatever. So then there was I'm going to shout out Greg, another comedian in the scene who I've met a few times. He was there. He did great. He does mornings on Comp 92.3.
Okay. All right.
And he has a podcast, and I don't know what it's called, so
that's where our girl Sylvia is too. We both got dumped by X1075 this year, so I'm not the only one that got kicked to the curb from the radio station, but whatever.
Poor Polly too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
They dropped a bunch of the cool people, so now I don't feel like such a loser.
They did. You know what's funny is somebody came up to me and she was like, both of your best friends got fired. And I was like, I don't want to fucking talk about it. Okay? I've got other shit to talk about.
Well, when they fire other really awesome talent, I'm like, okay, that's not my talent.
It's not just me.
Yeah. You don't take it personal.
No, don't take it personal anymore. Yeah, so Greg was there, and after the show, this guy was trying to, like, hit on Natalie, and I didn't know who he was. I didn't know anything about this dude. So this guy's trying to like talk to Natalie, and I'm talking to Jocelyn and the other female comedian who was on, and I was like, oh my god, you bitches are so good. I love you both. Let's be best friends. Doing my thing, you know how I make friends. Like,
where'd you get your shoes?
Basically.
Did you get Charlotte Ruse's bag?
Let's all be friends. Doing my thing. And this guy's talking to Natalie, and Greg pulls me to the side, and he's like, that guy's a fucking creeper. You need to go get your friend.
Ooh, nice shoes.
And then my comedian man comes out, and he's like, hey, you ready to go? Because he was gonna ride with us. And I was like, yeah. And I look over, and I was like, apparently we have to save Natalie from this guy. He's like, that guy's a total fucking creeper.
Ooh, was he been there for a while?
I don't know. Apparently he like just goes to comedy shows because he wants to be a comedian, but he's not really all that funny. And he tries to like schmooze other comedians to be like in a comedy duo with him, but he told Natalie like, oh, I would love to like have you, because he was talking to me for a second, and then I like walked away and was doing my own thing. He's like, I'd love to have the two of you in my comedy act. He's like, how funny would it be, because it's never been done, to have like a guy and two girls as a comedy act. And Natalie was like, oh, I work 70 hours a week. She fucking shut that shit down real quick. But I even told Greg, he was like, he's trying to hit on your friend, and I said, oh, he won't get Natalie's number. I was like, don't worry about that.
We're not worried about Natalie. She's in police training.
Yeah, she's like, I don't worry about that. So then we leave, and we go drop Natalie off at her house. No, first we stop at Subway because Natalie wanted food, and she was like, do you guys want anything? And we're like, nah, we cool. And we just like made out in my car for a long time. And then she came back out, and then we dropped her off, and then I was like, can you drive? Because I didn't feel like driving at this point. So I gave him the keys to my car. He starts driving, and he was like, where are we going? I said, back to your bed. I was forward at this point.
It's 2019. Back to your bed. Make no misunderstandings about that. You have to be very blunt these days, I guess. Yeah. I thought she said my place and me no, like.
Yeah, no, I was like, you want to go back to your bed? And he was like, my bed? He was like, I don't bring girls home. Because he lives with like 3 other dudes. He's like, I don't really bring girls home. He's like, I've never had a girl in my bed. And I kind of looked at him, and I was like, well. And I shrugged, and he goes, we can go to my bed.
Well, fine then.
So we went back to his bed, and we had amazing sex. And
oh, yes.
Here's
Nothing
the thing.
Like a build up that long, and then you're like, wah, wah.
No, it was amazing. God, it was so good. I'm not going to go into detail. It just know it was happy moments for me.
Yay. It's happy moments for me.
And then
your success is
I
mine.
did something that I never do.
What?
I spent the night with
Oh, okay. We're not in the butt yet.
No.
What would you spent the night?
You know I don't spend the night.
What was your biggest sleepover fear?
Honestly, this is really funny, but I had my contact lenses in, and I didn't have my glasses with me, so it was sleeping in my contact lenses.
Oh, just like waking up like,
yeah.
I just like It
was sweet. We had some like really fun pillow talk, and we just laid there and cuddled, and
he made you feel comfortable enough to stay the night.
He did, and he's very intuitive with who I am as a person. Like, he was saying some things to me that he has recognized over the time we've known each other. I straight up at one point asked him, I was like, have you talked to my ex about me? And he goes, no. He goes, absolutely not. He goes, he tried to bring you up once and I shut that shit down.
Ah, excellent.
And I went, okay. And the only reason I asked is because he was so on point with some of the shit he was saying that it was like, you had to have, like, and then so I asked him, I was like, so what is this? He's like, I've just kind of pieced things together from the stuff you've said to me and this and this and that. And I was just like, well, now you know everything about me.
Wow.
And he was like, I don't know everything about you.
There's something to be said about someone you like, because honestly, I remember the first night me and Chris were together, and I let him stay over, and I felt very comfortable.
Yeah.
You didn't have your normal sleepover fears, like,
No.
oh my God, he's going to see me with messy makeup.
No.
Or you had a very realistic, like, my eyes are going to fucking hurt like
Yes.
hell in the morning.
Yes.
It wasn't like, it's different. It's
No,
a very different.
It was very different.
Oh my God.
Yes. So we were like,
I see that.
we were cuddling. We were having like pillow talk, and he was like, oh no, here's the funny part. After we had sex, because he is a comedian, whatever, he fucking high-fived me. Oh my God. And I was like, did you just high-five me? And he was like, hold on, I'm gonna go get us some water. So he like ran out and got us water and came back in, and I was like, you just high-fived me. And he goes, I thought it was a very good team effort we had going on there.
Wow. All right.
And I just laughed. It was
High
funny.
five.
High five. He high-fived me. And he was like, no, we both did good. That was a good effort on both of our parts.
Wow, that was good. I was not expecting that. Oh my God.
He like counted how many orgasms he gave me. He like had to make sure.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, it has to be enough. I don't know what enough is, but trust me, there was plenty.
Was it?
It was enough. Plenty. But yeah, he was a very good lover. And then
Wow.
he was telling me, I guess his roommate, because he and his roommate had driven over there. And then he was like, well, I drove, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, just give your roommates the keys to your car and come with me. Like, I was being very forward about where we were going and what we were doing. And we kind of knew where it was going because we had kind of talked about it earlier in the week. And then at one point I was at the bar, and he was like, kind of like, we were kind of cuddled up to each other. And I said, so what are you doing later? And he was like, you.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, you are.
And you guys have been having this like sexting, teasing thing going on for months. So
I don't.
Like,
but this is my
were
fault.
you like gonna seal this deal, or were you just like, we'll see what happens? Or
No,
were you
I was sealing the deal. That's why I was like, oh, you can ride with me. I knew what I was doing. So yeah.
Oh my God.
So I guess he like tells his roommate like, I'm just gonna go with her and blah 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 blah. And his roommate goes, oh God, you're gonna end up with a fucking girlfriend. And he tells me this story, and I was like, does your roommate think I'm like desperate as shit? No. He goes, he knows the type of girls I go after, and like the girls I date, and the girls like, he said he took one look at you and said that you're gonna be my girlfriend. And I was like, oh. I was like, I think that has to be consensual on both of our ends.
Yeah.
And then he went into this diatribe because like the way I responded was very like cold and like, who said that's what I was looking for?
Uh-oh.
You know how I am.
So are you gonna play Let's Keep It Casual, or are you gonna put you can put it out on Front Street as Echo brought back a couple of episodes ago?
I don't know what's going on right now. I don't really. I'm working through that. But would I mind him being my boyfriend? Absolutely not.
It's hard to kind of just let somebody be like, you know what, I'm into this, I'm into you, this is all I want. So
Yeah.
you know.
And we're still getting to know each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
So
then-
it's different.
So many things very different from last year, where it
Yeah.
was like you felt like you had to play games.
Yeah.
And you felt like it was hard to like just
Yeah.
be honest and just
yeah,
be
no,
like,
but he and I started off talking honestly about a whole bunch of shit before we even. I mean, look how long it took us to have sex. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It wasn't like first date, boom, like my last relationship.
And you met him in the wild too.
I
You met him in real life.
I did meet him in real life.
He seems very real and open and just like,
He is.
hey, he's not going to fuck around with somebody just to fuck around.
Well, you know what's funny? We were talking about open relationships, and he was like, "Yeah, I had a girl who told me we could do it." He was like, "Her boundary was I wasn't allowed to go down on other girls," and I was like, "Well, that's a shame because you're very good at that."
Or don't finish first on. Don't finish first on.
Well,
rules of
anyway,
threesomes.
and then I was like, so did you do it? He was like, I just couldn't bring myself to fucking do it. But you know what? It's funny. He was like, he and I were talking, and he was telling me like when he was younger, how he was like such a fuck boy. Basically, he was telling me all about it. And he's like, I'm just not interested in that shit anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, I did the fuck boy thing. He's like, and then I became a relationship guy. He's like, I've been single for a long time now. He's like, I'm not trying to be a fuckboy. He's like, I don't like casual flings.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like just hooking up.
You grow out of that shit, and you get
do.
tired of it. And you know what?
He's 34 years old. I mean,
yeah, and you know what? If you've ever been a fuckboy or a girl that cheats on people and just kind of shitty,
yeah,
that karma comes back and it kicks you in your ass, and we all learn our lessons.
and he kind of said
world.
something like he felt that his two long, big, loving relationships, the way they ended, were karma for the way was when he was in his fuckboy days.
I believe in it. You know, it's like you fuck around on somebody, and then that's never been my something. I've done other stupid shit that I've gotten my own karma.
Yeah, of course.
Kickback, but I love this.
I do.
The journey continues. This is like
the
a
dating
whole
journey continues.
A new saga. It's funny that you guys met out in the open, because we were talking this weekend, because I was with my parents and my husband and my kids and my niece, and we all went out to the thing, and
the lake.
my dad's like, y'all on this internet dating, it's just nonsense. My dad's
he's old school.
He's 61. He met my mom when they were 15. He goes, let me tell you something. You know where you need to go? Everything starts with, let me tell you something. Okay. He said, here's where the women need to meet men, and where the men need to meet women. I said, where do you think so? He goes, well, the women need to meet the men at Home Depot, and the guys need to meet the women at the grocery store, because there's two things you need for a household: someone that can fit stuff and someone that can cook. I was like, well, there you go. So everybody hang out at your favorite lumber yard, your favorite grocery store, because that's where you could meet.
Or go to your ex-boyfriend's show and meet a hot guy.
Or go to comedy shows.
Go to your ex-boyfriends. Well, I mean, at the time he was my boyfriend. That's funny. I'll if this doesn't work out, I'll go to the Home Depot and see what I can find.
Notes from the chief. So yeah, God, this is like our.
Was that what he was telling Trisha, because she was like, she has her new guy and everything?
Well, she's been doing the online dating.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, she needs to meet somebody. You know, I was like, she works at a grocery store. So I mean, I tell her every day. I said, Trish, you work at a grocery store. I said, you've got all these single men in your neighborhood that you see on a regular basis coming through. I was like, you need to look fucking hot when you go to work, girl. You need to step it up. She's like,
oh, there's a big bag of clothes right there for her.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. We had a great time. We had sex in the city and sex out of the city, man. It was so fun to get away from everything, because just being like,
oh, you guys had sex camping?
Oh,
camping
of course.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
it was just like getting away from everything. You don't have to like clean. You don't have your responsibilities. You're like looking at the stars. And that's the funny thing is I like went to close my window at night, and I looked up, and it was like I was in outer space.
You're like, what are these thingies?
No shit. And I realized when my niece first moved here, she looked up and she's like, does it ever get dark in Vegas? And I'm like, you know what? No.
No, because we have a lot of lights.
It doesn't fucking. So it was beautiful to see the stars. It was romantic. It was just like hot.
Yeah.
Just a sexy time to connect with my man, you know?
Yeah,
like
good.
unexpected. You just rip your clothes off. That was, So, we're married, so we can't get too much into our sex life, but yeah.
I'm not trying to give a lot of details either right now. I'm trying to respect
we were watching Hollow Man, and it was like, oh, I haven't seen this in forever, and then shit went down.
We weren't watching anything.
See, we were just unexpected, and that just doesn't,
Yeah,
sometimes you have to plan things out. The kids are asleep. It has to be the moment.
No,
so.
I knew it was happening. I was like, I'm locking this down tonight. I'm not waiting any longer. But it was my fault. Our first date, I was like, we should take it slow. But that was my fault, because I said it because I was on my period.
Why? But I think you did need to, because I
needed to.
You needed some time. We needed some healing time. We've been on our own like emotional roller coaster journeys from
Yeah, I did. I needed some healing time. And you know what? My ex did, and I felt nothing. He fucking, for my Christmas present, we were going to go see Absinthe together. That's where he took, they were celebrating something, and he took the girl he cheated on me with to go see Absinthe. And I saw that, and I just went, okay. I felt nothing. I deleted him from social media.
All of it?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, deleted him from social media.
You have to just be done with it.
He still follows me on Instagram, so he can see all my hot new thotty photos that I've been posting.
Yeah, you gotta, I think I had my shit on private, but after a breakup or something, I put it on public. So
my stuff's always been on public. My stuff's on public just for like the podcast and everything. Yeah, like whatever.
I think it's healthy. Sometimes it's hard to let go of people on social media, but you got to realize that is a huge part of your life. Daily.
That's what made me delete him, because I saw that they had went together, and I was like,
you don't need to see that. You don't need to be bothered with any of their stupid, boring.
And I was like, I hope she enjoyed my Christmas present. But for my birthday, he promised me he was going to take me to see Beatles Love, and he took her to see that earlier this year too. So I hope she enjoyed my gifts.
That's the worst, promise breakers. You know what? You know what's the worst thing you could do to a kid? Make a promise to them and then not fucking follow through. And you know what? You do the same thing to adults, and it fucking hurts. You know.
But the Beatles Love thing hurt me. This time it didn't hurt me. I'm over it. I feel nothing. Like, I don't even feel anger or bitterness.
But I mean, people
anymore.
that make broken promises, it's like, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, that's who he is.
To people.
That's all he did.
Yeah.
Was make broken promises. I was talking to Natalie about it, and she goes, she's like, he tainted, because he talks so bad about her to me. My view of her is tainted. And Natalie kind of kept it real. She's like, your view of her is tainted. She said her view of you is probably tainted. She's like, you're both victims of him. She's like, she just doesn't realize how much of a victim she is yet. Ugh. And I went, you're fucking right. I said, still doesn't mean I have to like her.
I know. And it's hard to get over it and move on, and so, especially when you fall head over heels from somebody. I'm glad you did.
I did. And now I'm having sex with a hotter, funnier guy.
Hotter, cool, respectful guys. And you had like no sleepover fears? I mean, that's pretty cool.
Contact lenses.
Like, seriously, like your eyeballs burning out of your head, but not like, oh my God, is he going to see me in the morning
light? What if I snore?
Yeah. What if I farted on him? You know, like.
No, he passed the fuck out. When I left, because I mean, I didn't sleep very well, because if it's not my bed, I don't sleep very well anyway. But it wasn't a fear or anything. It was just, that's just how I am. You put me in a hotel, I don't sleep very well.
No?
You know?
Oh.
No. But no, it was fine. Like, we cuddled up. It was nice.
And it was nice. It was both of your own little, it was first time his space too as well.
Yeah.
So he's probably had his own little sleepover fears.
Yeah.
Probably recounting like all the things he didn't clean up. He's probably like, shit, did I leave like this on the floor?
Actually, his room was very clean.
Oh, I like that.
Because I walked into a house where 4 guys live, and I was like, it's going to smell like boys and whatever. But it didn't smell like boys. Yes. No, it was cool.
Okay, I have to. Was there music? Was there a sexy time playlist?
I didn't put the sexy time playlist on.
Oh.
We just kind of like, as soon as we got
happened.
in the room, he locked the door, and he was just like, we pounced on each other. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Come on. We've been waiting for this since forever.
I know. I have.
Yes, we all have. It didn't happen. It just, like, I didn't have time for music. I didn't have time for any of it.
That's so funny.
I was ready to do like the raunchy striptease with the belt. I was ready to do the belt trick. I was ready for it. I was planning it out in my head in the car.
The always there when he's wearing a belt.
Well, he was wearing a belt, because like when we were in the car, I was like,
you're like, yes.
No, when we were in the car and he was driving, I was like, fucking A. I was on one. I was like, I kept like nibbling on his ear and kissing his neck. Then I noticed he started swerving, and I was like, I'm gonna back off. But I did like kind of feel up the pants to see if the belt was there, and I was like, belt trick.
You also have to kind of brush up. Remember when we said you gotta back it up into there and brush the pants over?
I had already done the brush the pants the first date.
Okay.
The night I told him I wanted to take it slow.
What was my friend? We had to tell her, we're like, quit. She's like, ugh, what's up with this guy? And it was just like, it wasn't big, and he was kind of lazy, and we're just like, quit sleeping with them. Like, back it up first a little bit.
Just
like,
gotta do a little feely feel.
Blow them first or something. Like, you don't just quit fucking them all. And she's like, I never thought that. Like, David, slow down.
Do a little feely feel.
Slow down.
But I already knew to expect some happiness after I did the first feely feel.
Oh God,
I was not disappointed.
I'm going to be teaching that in my little women's retreat.
You're badass and beautiful.
Workshop this weekend. The belt trick for sure. Yeah, we always do like a lap dance at the end. So. Yeah, I'm excited.
You said you only share the belt trick with very special people.
It's true, but this is my second time with this women's retreat, so there'll be a few from last time, and I feel like I need to kick it up a notch. And
you're gonna teach the belt trick?
I'm gonna give you some.
I was ready to do the belt trick. I was ready. We got in the room, and it didn't happen. So I will put it in my back pocket.
If your heels are tall enough and they're in a chair that is low enough, you can get the belt around their neck and your butt in their face right at the right angle.
Or here's another thing I learned. The last time I did the belt trick, you put it around their neck and you do the you get on the lap and you do the snake up the body with the titty shake in the face.
Always. You gotta do I was always teaching them you have to do like the kitty cat.
Yes.
Little meow, curl up, and then you have to do circles.
Yes.
And you gotta shake a little bit.
Shake the
always slide the nipple right across the lips as well. just to tease.
Yes.
You say no touching. Anyways, yeah. So that's my life. I've been training a lot because
I'm so happy.
I'm starting to teach again. I'm developing some new fun classes, sexy fitness. Okay, hold up though. And Bree ran into an old colleague of ours, and everybody's known that I used to dance, and I've always loved teaching like.
Oh, I know what you're.
I've always loved teaching like sexy dance fitness, and she ran into like an old who also lost a job in radio recently. So. Who the fuck is he to keep talking shit? He's like, is she teaching those old stripper classes again?
He was like, is she teaching the stripper classes again? And I was like,
the ex-stripper classes again?
Yeah.
Yes, I am, motherfucker.
Well, you know what? And then, of course, I didn't say that. I was like, actually, she's under a non-compete right now, so she can't do anything in radio, so...
Very true. There's contract situations that I cannot even deal with radio right now.
Exactly.
But that's okay. But you know what? I will always be teaching dance fitness and empowering, like, sexy...
Yeah.
That's my jam right there. I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
But just when people like put it in that term, like, oh, I'm teaching her ex-stripper classes.
Whatever. Gina and I want to go to pole fitness and do the floor work class. So
yeah. Oh, and just BT Dubs, get those ratings and reviewing because end of August, Fanya is hooking up a month
free
of pole fitness here in Vegas. And if you're like in from out of town, you can use it when you come in town or just a reason to move here.
Yes, just a reason to come on down.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm so looking forward to doing the red carpet at Pole Expo. I can't think of it. My brain is dead weight. Because, so Saturday was when I did the sex thing. We were up till like probably 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I didn't sleep very much. And then the next day I had a photo shoot. And then, so my brain is not working.
Bree is a model now,
I'm
you guys.
super model. Yeah, I did a photo shoot with Sylvia for Alternative Dream Clothing Company. So that's fun. But I've been dead. I've been very dead.
Yeah.
I have not slept very much.
I've missed you to pieces.
I've missed you too. But yes, I'm really looking forward to doing Pole Expo. I think that's going to be fun.
You have a performance this weekend as well.
I do have a performance this weekend.
What are you singing?
Dear Mr. President by Pink. I'm in a lot of ensemble numbers too.
Why did I think that was Marilyn Monroe?
Happy birthday, Mr.
As soon as she said "Dear Mr. President," I got Marilyn Monroe like "Happy birthday to you."
I have a performance this weekend. On the 10th, I'm emceeing Rock Out for the Cure, a benefit for an ALS benefit. I got a lot of shit coming up. Honestly, if you go on my website or my Instagram, I have all of my stuff. I am going to update our keepingitcasualpodcast.com website with all of our upcoming events. We're going to do a pop-up podcast in September that I'm excited about.
Absolutely.
October, we are trying to do something.
Oh, man. God, that's coming up soon. We promised we weren't even going to we're like, let's just get through August and then we'll plan September, but it's okay. We need to plan September. We need to plan September
and October.
We're going to be out and about again. And we really, if you're in Vegas, we want you to be on the show.
Hell yeah.
That is some of the most fun we've had. The round table. Oof,
yes.
That was so good. And we got a whole batch of getting to know you.
Yes, we
Saucy, juicy stuff.
Yes, we do. I'm going to New Orleans again in August.
Oh, that's right. We have some really cool guests coming up, too.
Yes, we do.
We
can't
have
even
spill.
Really cool guests coming up. God, I can't believe we're booked until September. I can't believe we're...
It's already sold out.
It's already sold out, you guys. It's already sold out. Like... I'm so I can't believe we're a year in and we're already here. Also, by the way, MJ and I got this email that we're actually kicking ass.
Okay. So here's the thing. There's millions and millions of podcasts.
Yeah,
out
there's
there,
millions of podcasts.
We are charting in the thousands.
The top 1,000.
The top 1,000s.
Higher than 1,500.
So it was really exciting. And we're like, holy shit, we are we're not like in the iTunes top 10 or top 100,
we're not,
but we are in the top.
We're less than a year in. I mean, we're less than a year in. We're more than a year in now.
Dude, that's thanks to you guys.
Yeah, that is thanks to you guys, to all of our keepers.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you guys so much. Like, when we got that email, I was like, oh, and I texted it to you immediately. I was like, oh my God.
Is this a victory? I was like, fuck yeah. Oh my God. That was cool.
So it was cool. We should go. Moving on up. I think we need to. What are you looking forward to? We need to finish this up, especially because that's such a high note. We need to go eat some burgers and have a victory beer.
Yeah, man. Let's do that. So also, we want to give a self-love challenge. We haven't fucking done that in forever.
Okay.
I want you
You're
to
right.
I want you to like just think about like, you know, sometimes there's a lot of shit going on, you just can't see out of it. Like think of something you're really looking forward to, or maybe something you've been manifesting, and start like making some steps to fucking do it, because all this shit that we've done this past year
it's all been our manifestation.
It's like we just had these weird ideas that we're like, this sounds fun, this sounds cool, let's do it. And then honestly, we started to figure out we started to figure out the steps along the way, and it just gives me chills to think like how much we envision things and then we're just fucking doing it.
I think the fact that life dropped us on our asses at the beginning of the year made us prove
there was nowhere else to go but
made us prove to ourselves that, you know what, we can fucking do this.
Because I think we both got put in a position to where we were really like pressed to doubt ourselves and be like, am I, you know, we both had probably sat back and we're like, am I terrible? Like, do I suck? Like, do I not know what, you know, we all had those things and we're like, no, fuck that. That just made us want to prove ourselves more.
Exactly.
And it's really, we're really growing this brand. We're learning how to be our own business. And this is really exciting.
We're learning how to be our own business.
I want that for you too listening. I want you to, if you fucking hate your job or you're passionate about something, I want you to fucking write down what you want to do.
Yes.
And then I don't care how ridiculous it sounds. And then you'll start building little steps to do it.
Yes, you will. It's insane to me. It's insane to me the way this all worked out.
But I wanna build my own fucking business. I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to put my job in anybody else's hands. But I'm going back to my fitness career, and I'm starting some workshops. I'm starting some events around Vegas.
Yes, so we're gonna
free fitness events too to get people going.
Yes, we're working on a website for MJ, and then we'll post all of her events and stuff she's doing too. Because like we do stuff together, but guys, we do stuff separately too.
We're all a bunch of little
entrepreneurs,
little Renaissance
little
women.
Female entrepreneurs. And honestly, I mean, any entrepreneur, but we love having female entrepreneurs on the podcast. So if you are a female entrepreneur, send us an email. Feedback at keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
If you have a business that you're trying to promote and you would just like to get it out there, we do giveaways monthly, but we will do a mention for you. Slide in a little weekly giveaway if you want to share something with us. Of course, we want some too, but something for our listeners. So we always want to use this platform to really
help
lift up everybody.
Help and lift everybody up.
Give you a voice.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, did you see that Kelsey from Dope? From our
got married. She got married to her hot Brazilian boyfriend.
You guys go, like, anybody who listens, go listen. Or go congrats her.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one more thing. I got a message from our dear friend,
put hashtag love the keepers.
Love the keepers. Okay, so our dear friend, our dear little keeper Carrie, sent me a little DM. She said, you look phenomenal. Your new pics are fire. I'm so glad I found you, dolls. You are my people. I can't wait to just let go when I see you. Much love. So she's coming into town soon, and we're going to all hang out.
I love it. We must hang.
Yes.
We want to hang with all of you. We're not like those people with friends capacity. Like, we want all the friends.
I mean, some people I'm like, I'm at capacity.
Oh, you know.
You know, when you get a bad vibe and you're like, I'm at capacity.
Totally. Come on now.
Yeah. So, I mean, just shout everybody out. Like, I love you. I love you.
Look what happens when we both get good dick. We're like, we love everybody. Everybody, let's follow your dreams.
I know. I'm not being sarcastic Kat Dennings right now.
I'm so Beth.
You are.
All the time.
You are. I'll get back to this. I'll figure out my sarcasm next week, guys.
P.S. I did find Two Broke Girls Halloween costumes.
It's happening. It's already sold out.
Yeah, that's happening on Halloween for sure, guys.
All right. Anyways, until next time.
Bye. Girl, that was fun.
Another fun conversation with you.
Yes. If you have any feedback, email us feedback at keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
My Twitter is Breemixed, BreeMixed.
And I'm at MJ Radio Diva, any social platform.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Keeping It Casual Podcast. You get to see live videos, silly little photos of us.
All the dumb photos that we talk about. Anything photo-wise we talk about in the episode, it'll be there.
We look forward to hearing from you.
We'll be back with more gossip about nothing and
everything. Bye.